Hi, Bumblebee. Sorry I missed your call last night. You called right in the middle of my new president's speech. He was supposed to be on at 8, but he wasn't on until about 8:30. Assuming you didn't watch. It was very, very good. Yeah, so I have maybe, 10 things here. Things haven't gotten any better. Now today I've been listing things I have left. Excuse me. Things I have left, and the rest, I listed the rest of the clothes yesterday. But I listed some plush animals, and I think I have one more sweater that I finally finished picking off the pilling. Was that one by Theory. Yeah, Theory. It was an alpaca sweater. But evidently alpaca wool gets a lot of pilling on it. Well, I think I got most of it off, enough to put it on. So I have that to list yet. Everything else, I listed all my plush animals. I listed a travel steamer that I found upstairs that I don't use anymore since I have my big steamer. So I sold 3 things today, and I still have a sweater that was sold a few days back. They never paid for it, and now eBay has opened a case of unpaid buyer case. You can tell eBay to open the case. The soonest they'll open it is 3 days. If they don't pay in 3 days, then you can pick 4 days or 5 days. But I picked 3 days because then they give them another 2 weeks in order to pay. The whole time that they haven't paid, and it's sitting here on the counter, it's not in inventory, and you don't have a chance to sell it to anybody else. So it takes it out of inventory. Not that it is a big thing right now, but I sold something. Well, I thought I sold something on Poshmark last night. In fact, it's marked sold in the Poshmark closet, but that's not where I sold it. I sold it on eBay October 9th. I didn't take it off of Poshmark, and I've been so good at that. I don't know how I missed that one. It's the very first thing that I try to do when something sells is see if it's on the other platforms. So, so I had to cancel the order, and I haven't heard anything from the buyer. The buyer was a first-time buyer, too. I hope this doesn't sour. It was a men's pair of jeans. I hope this doesn't sour his thing about Poshmark. But he was a guest, listed as a guest, and he just joined. So I don't know what that was about. I thought I had taken it off. Or I thought the person that bought it on eBay didn't pay right away, so I marked it as sold on Poshmark. You can mark it as sold or not for sale. I thought that's what I had done, but then it came up sold on Poshmark, so I don't know. Or it came up, well, it would come up. It must not have been taken off Poshmark when I sold it on eBay. Anyway, that was my goof. In the meantime, I bought some paper plates on eBay, and they finally, well, it didn't come. Something in its place came. I believe instead of the paper plates, I got a package of glow cups. So I had to notify them that I want a refund or want to cancel the sale, a refund, and I took pictures of it and everything. But I don't know how that'll turn out. But I want my paper plates. I wrote that he sent me the wrong thing. If it's the same dealer, I don't even know. So let me show you what I sold. It doesn't look like my sister is going to join us. So I will share the screen and see if I can okay. This sold last Sunday, and this sold from one of my YouTube watchers, Wendy, that was on. She bought this. She bought it for her mother. And I don't know if she bought it because I wasn't selling anything or if she truly wanted to buy it. But she bought it and she was going to send it to her mom. So this is a Karen Scott women's plus size 2X floral knit top with 3/4 sleeves. This is a really pretty bright top. And it sold for $22.99, which was the sale price. And paid shipping on it and went to Bensalem, Pennsylvania. The next thing is a J. Jill button front top in an extra small. This is black and white and a floral print on it. It was pretty. It was all linen. This was a linen piece of a linen blouse, which is always good. It was a J. Jill Love linen. It was an extra small, and it sold for a best offer of $15. And it went to Fountain Valley, California. Oop, sorry. And I sold these REI men's Sahara convertible pants. Now these zip off here at the knee and turn into Bermudas, like cargo shorts if you want, or you can have them long as long pants. They're like hiking pants you would wear hiking. And they went for a best offer of $25. And they went to Long Beach, California. Here's a Chico's black and white striped knit top, and it was in a size 2 with that scoop neck. It sold as a best offer for $19. They paid shipping, and it went to DeWitt, Michigan. This is my Poshmark sale. It was a LL Bean outer layer top in this red. It was a size small, and it went for $18, and I got $14.40 out of that sale. That was my only Poshmark sale. Here's a pair of Banana Republic men's jeans in a 38 by 30, new with tags. These were they were boot fit style, and they sold for $25 best offer, and they paid this priority shipping on that, and they went to North Granby, Connecticut. And then another pair of men's jeans I sold, is that the same day? Same day. Size 29 by 30. And those sold for the sale price of $28.74. Or no, not even the sale price. Those were the regular price. They hadn't been on. Well, I forgot last Monday to put my things on sale. I didn't put them on sale till, I think, Tuesday night. So they went for a full price of $28.74. And they paid priority shipping. They went to Brooklyn, New York. This is a women's top, sort of like a burnout fabric in this pretty fall colors. It was by Tribal, and it went for a best offer of $18, and it went to Colorado Springs, Colorado. And there's that tag, Tribal. Here's a polo by Ralph Lauren, long sleeve. This was navy with the yellow stripes and the yellow pony on it. And this went, I probably should have held out for a little better offer, but I sold it for $16, which was the best offer on this shirt. Went to Slidell, Louisiana. Pair of Old Navy jeans. These were women's in a 12 regular, curvy profile, mid-rise sweetheart jeans. And they sold for $24.83, which was a sale price. And they went to Meadow Lakes, Texas. There is my Texas sale. So California and Texas. It's funny how I always have those two states. Of course, they're the biggest states. So. And then this pair, I snuck this in. This actually sold this morning. This was a BKE men's slim fit Western shirt. Had black pearl snap button or snaps on it. And this sold for a best offer of $16. But this had free shipping, which I didn't realize when I accepted that best offer. So probably didn't make much on this shirt, but it went to Scott City, Missouri. And that, folks, is all I sold. So very slow week again. And now I'm out of inventory to list. So I will start doing my redoing my inventory. Let's see if I can get back here. I will start, I think the best way to do it is just to take everything out of the bin, each bin, decide how long I've had it, look at the listing for it, make sure it's listed, and then decide whether it needs to have new pictures taken or if it just needs new keywords or what. But to go through every little thing in my inventory. And this is going to take a long while. And in the meantime, I will continue to look for things around the house to list. But when I relist these things, they will count as a new listing because I will end them and then do a sell similar. So anyway, I feel better now that the election is decided. I did make a recorded video. It's not on yet. I made a recorded video yesterday or the day before that I will put on. If I don't have anything to say on Thursday, I'll put it on. I have two of them, in fact. I'll put them on during the week, and then I will be back here live on Sunday. But during the week, I'm going to try to get better at doing recorded videos. I enjoy doing them, actually. When I have the time, which I do now because I don't have inventory really to rush through and get on. So I am trying to use up my GoPro camera, use my GoPro camera as much as I can. This little thing. The two I recorded yesterday and today I did on this camera. So my daughter has a photo shoot next week someplace near here in Medina. So I told her if she stops by, I will have a whole bag of the things that go with this and this camera, and she can use it for a while and see if it's more useful to her. The only thing I will say about this camera is when I go to upload it to my computer, it uploads much faster than my phone does. So that's the one good thing about it. It takes forever to upload something from my iPhone. But then I haven't been plugging my iPhone into the computer. That could probably be the problem. I just let it do it, through Wi-Fi or the Bluetooth thing. So maybe if I actually plugged it in, maybe it would upload faster. So I'll try that next time. But I have at least 2. I may make another one with this camera before she comes and gets it. I'll probably just learn how to use it and then she'll take it. But I think she'll get just as frustrated as me because she doesn't want to take the time to learn a whole new thing either. But she's had a knockoff of one of these before. In fact, she had 2 of them. They both broke, so she wanted to actually try the real thing. And the real GoPros are almost indestructible because think about what they use these for. They don't use these for YouTube videos. They use these, like vlogs. They use these for active sports like skiing and snowboarding. And this is waterproof. Once you put it in its case, it's waterproof. They use it for surfing. They use it for anything. These get knocked around a lot. So they are practically indestructible. The battery is very short-lived, so you have to have several batteries with you to keep switching. And the card in here, I forget what length of cards I got. I have a couple of those, but usually the cards are okay. If after I download it to YouTube, if I remember to delete it from the camera, then your card keeps getting, bigger and bigger. So anyway, Bumblebee, what have you been doing with yourself? It's just you and me here. I was surprised when I got a YouTube, a Poshmark sale, because I really haven't been, as you know, very active on Poshmark. I'll tell you, last night when that mistake where I had to cancel that order, if it wouldn't be for that it was 4th quarter, and I really am still hoping. Oh, there's 3 in the chat. Who else is in here with us? Darlene. Hi, Darlene. You'd be happy to sell that much? Well, it's not going to pay the board for my horse. Well, it may. I only have 1 horse now, sadly. But, yeah, my goal has always been to make at least gross $2,000 a month. And that means I would make at least $1,000 a month, which would have paid for the board for my 2 horses. But of course, now I only have 1 horse. That doesn't count the vet and the farrier and everything else, all the other expenses. And there's, I have animals, so I don't really count them. The chickens give me eggs. I think it's a fair trade. I never have to buy eggs. In fact, I have to give away eggs in the summer. I get so many that I give them away to the lady at the barn, and then she trades me, because she's a wonderful cook. She trades me and she makes me food, wonderful meals sometimes, or she'll bake a pie or a cake or something. It's always a surprise. So every once in a while, there's a surprise waiting for me in the refrigerator out at the barn when I leave her eggs. We've been sort of staying, since the coronavirus has been spiking so badly, I have been trying to keep away from everybody. So I usually, even going to the barn, I go when I pretty much am sure there's nobody there at all. So I don't see anybody. My kids I only talk to on the phone. We're not going to get together for Thanksgiving or probably Christmas, but we are going to do a Zoom meeting at Thanksgiving. Home, health, and beauty. Oh, you sent me a box last night. Oh, exciting. Home, health, and beauty. I will really look forward to that. Yeah. Every time I watch Lindy on YouTube, I'm so tempted to send for another box of, wholesale ninja box of the health and beauty things. But I don't have any more really good dishes that antique things that I want to sell. I have plenty of stuff that I used to use for tablescaping. They're nothing special. I can still sell them on just because they're nice looking. They aren't really worth too much, but they're very heavy to ship also. So definitely they're priority shipping, and the customer would have to pay calculated shipping. And I was looking at those cowboy hats again. And you're right, Bumblebee. I could sell them because I was worried about how on the earth I would pack them for eBay, but I could sell them on Poshmark and not worry about it. I have big boxes that hopefully they would fit in, and I wouldn't have to worry about the shipping. You don't think clothing really does that well on fourth quarter? I don't know. I've had some years. Last year it didn't either, but they had that glitch on eBay. It just seems the last 2 years eBay has screwed up on fourth quarter, and things have been happening that fourth quarter hasn't been good for a lot of people. But on the other hand, it was good for several people, had tremendous fourth quarters. I don't understand it, except if they are listing a huge amount of stuff every single day. Of course, that makes it go up. Lavender Clothesline says hers are getting better, but she lists a lot too. New items for gifts would still be, yeah. I thought of maybe pulling all my new items with tags, even the clothes. Well, that's what I have, clothes. All the new items with tags, and redoing them and putting them on as new items right up front for this season and see if that works. I sold one of those things back there they haven't paid for yet. Well, I think she just did pay for it. It's a pair of new with tags, pair of Lee pants, sort of beige pants, new with tags. So yeah, I think that's true. New with tags things do sell better for Christmas. There's a lot of people won't give used items away as gifts. I used to, if I would find something really good for my son and it wasn't new with tags and it was, a super thing that he could use golfing or something, I would give it to him for his birthday or Christmas, and he always just gave me that look. Like, did you get this at Goodwill? So I stopped doing that. I only give him things with tags on that he thinks that I actually bought them at a store. Mm-hmm. Lavender Clothesline has had low sales too. Yes, she has, but I just listened to her latest one, and where she showed that gorgeous gunny sacks dress, and she said that she started to list really large amount of things, and her sales were going up. It matters, the amount of things you list. So. Oh, and things to wear for holiday parties. Yeah, my sparkly things. I keep trying to get them up, keep them on the top of my Poshmark closet too. They're sort of out of style, though. Those are almost vintage. Maybe I could put vintage at the front of those. They have shoulder pads, if that counts. Those things would be something that I would have worn to a wedding or something, or to a party back probably over 20 years ago. So they probably are vintage. Maybe I'll do that. Yes, I got your message, Bumblebee, but I was in the middle when the phone rang. I wasn't answering any phone calls because my new president was talking his acceptance speech. Yeah. So I didn't answer any phone calls last evening. I was thinking you could have a 50% off sale on items that you would want to send a thread up instead of doing that. Before doing so, or even before an auction. I would have to go through and separate everything. Yeah. This is where I could use my daughter's help with this inventory thing. I told her that, but she won't, we don't want to get together because of the virus. But it's gotten terrible in Ohio. So we're in the red. Even Medina County is in the red. Well, I'm not going to stay on here very long because I have two separate videos on my camera here to download. And I want to get them done so that I can put them on whenever I want. I have to at least get them onto my, I just edit them through iMovie, which is free on my Mac. So I don't do any fancy editing. I just do, as long as I can cut things out and do the transitions between things and put titles on and that kind of stuff. That's all I need. Hustle at Home Mama. Yeah, I like her. Did a 50% off sale when her store went stagnant after ignoring it while grieving the death of her sister. I think I read that too. I don't remember. How did she do? Did she do really well with doing that? I could go through like a couple bins because there must be at least 1, 2, 3, 4. There must be at least a dozen or more in each of these bins, a dozen or more things. And I can sort of by memory, God help me, by memory, know if I've had this forever or not. I can't go through eBay and do dates because every time you end an item, it changes the dates. So there's no way to do it like that. So yes, there are a few things I can do here without ordering more clothes. I just like to, the only reason I like to list clothing is because it's what I'm familiar with. It's just easier because I'm more familiar with it. But I wish I was real familiar with, electronic things. I mean, those still are doing really well, and especially this time of year. I wonder what my grandkids do with all their games that they're tired of and don't play with anymore, because they're all, electronic games through their machines, whatever they call. I think, though, they go to a place like GameStop or some place and they trade them in. I think that's what they do. So they probably don't have them, but I will ask my son anyway. Shoulder pads are actually in right now. Yeah, they're coming back, and I love shoulder pads because I have no shoulders. So things always look better on me with shoulder pads. So I like that. I like that era. When was it? 67, no, 70s, 80s, where they had the shoulder pads. Yeah. Yeah, but the 50% off is a good idea. I know that Bin Picker, they do 50% off sales. Sometimes on the weekend. She does her entire closet or her entire inventory, though. I don't want to do that so much, but I could do some things. Anyway, I think I'm going to close. Dexter is waiting for the second half of his dinner. I don't know how he knows that I only gave him a half, because then he had some of the cat's food that the cat didn't eat either. And it's getting sort of a little bit dusk, so I have to go get my chickens into the safe run before it's time for the raccoons and fox and everything else to come out. So I have to go do that. I came on at 4:30, even though there wasn't a Browns game on TV today. But I thought I shouldn't keep switching back and forth. So I think I'll keep it at 4:30 on Sundays. I'll be there in a minute, Dex. So I will close for now. And I will be back on. It'll be recorded videos for the next couple things that you will see. And I don't know if this is a message from. It's a text. Oh, for heaven's sakes, they keep telling me the same. No, this is from my daughter. Oh, she keeps sending me pictures of her horse. It was taken right now. It was her horse out. I don't know if you can see this. That's her horse. You can't see how big those pastures are. There's like 3 or 4 of them. They're humongous. These pastures that these horses are in. She just sent it as a pretty picture, getting dusk. So, yes, I will. You'll see some videos, but I won't be live on them. And I will be live next Sunday for sure. Or something exciting happens like getting that box. I will be on with the box. Bumblebee. Why don't you buy new puzzles and games at Goodwill, collectibles, and jewelry? I always look I'm not going to Goodwill right now. I'm not going anywhere. But when I do go to Goodwill, I always look for new puzzles. Yes. I always look for new puzzle and sealed games. I had gotten a lot of them last Christmas. I still have the same. I only sold maybe half of them that I had bought, and then I still have them here. They're not all new, but they're complete. Okay. Collectibles. I always look through the collectible things. Jewelry. I've never looked at jewelry, and I watch Nick and Andrea from the UK. She buys she likes to buy jewelry. She buys certain jewelry. If it's like stone or if it's wood. She loves wooden beads and what did she call that? One kind of green stone. It's sold for a lot. I'll have to go back and look. She buys certain necklaces and bracelets. But yeah, I have a few pieces of jewelry on, not much. And that was from my own jewelry box. So I will close for now and be back on. Look for my recorded videos. They're going to be of other things other than reselling. They're going to be my stuff around here outside because it's been so nice out, and my chicken video. So there'll be a chicken video coming up. So, and a box from Bumblebee. I will go on and do that live. So I will see you all then. There's 4 in the chat. Okay. 2 are hiding themselves. I will see you online. Bye.